Well, thanks so much for being here with us. So, your mayor, the mayor of Kyiv, said, quote, "This is the worst winter since World War II." In terms of dealing with the loss of power, heat, water, what's been the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge is to manage your life, to maintain some sort of life-work balance, and to cope with stress. Because really, since the beginning of October, when those missile strikes on civil infrastructure started, we are living in a constant atmosphere of unpredictability and uncertainty. But I must admit that people in Kyiv and the residents of Ukraine developed some sort of stress-proof attitude and some strategies how to cope with power outages and how to live in the circumstances like this.
Yeah, it's easier for some to cope, but for those who aren't mobile, who are sick, the elderly especially, they will suffer through this. How are some of more of your vulnerable neighbors dealing with all of this?
Yeah, of course, there are plenty of people who are vulnerable, for example, mothers with children or people who are not mobile, the elderly, or people who cannot, who haven't prepared properly. But there are now many shelters where people can get hot water, where people can get warmed or charge their phones or devices. And there are now many devices, heaters, and lamps, candles, burners, generators, which are available to people somehow to live through this tough winter.
Yeah, it's a resiliency that's always striking. You tweeted a picture of yourself stuck in an elevator during a power outage, and then you wrote, "The terrorists think they can undermine our morale by their threats and strikes, but each new attack strengthens our character." That seems to encapsulate the zeitgeist of the entire country right now.
That's true. We Ukrainians totally understand that the goal of this terror campaign is to inflict pain, misery, panic, depression in our Ukrainian society, because Russians are not very successful on the battlefield. So now they are fighting their war with residential areas, civilian infrastructure, and the vulnerable categories of Ukrainian citizens. That is why the effect is just the opposite. We are becoming stronger, more united, more resilient, more adaptable. I wanted to say that we are getting used to this situation, but to get used means to put up with it. We don't put up, we just adapt, and it makes our nation stronger, and we continue to fight against the invaders and the terrorists.
Yeah, just talk to me about that sense of normalcy that people are trying to establish. I mean, I understand people are still going out to restaurants, there may be more cold dishes being served, but how are people trying to keep that sense of normalcy, and how are they adapting in daily life?
Yeah, of course, our day-to-day life changed, our eating habits, cooking habits changed, and life-work balance is impossible to maintain. But still, we can use some elements of our normal life. For example, many restaurants, cafes, and shops, supermarkets work because they have outdoor power equipment, and they are very welcoming for people, again, to warm up, to get charged, to get their devices charged. And well, it's possible to maintain at least some sort of normal life.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate getting a sense of what that life is like in Ukraine as you struggle through all of these challenges. Olena Chekryzhova, I really appreciate you coming on with us. Thanks so much.